Guys and B-Sides. Oh, we're doing a fun little question and answer session with our brand new cast. All of these questions are submitted to us from our patrons over at our Patreon. You can go check that out. Bad Guys B-Sides,
Patreon.com/badguysbsides.
Oh, all right, well, that works too. My name's Aaron Gold. I play Benny Dozer, the emo kid guitarist of the group.
I'm Rovito, and I play Kathy Dozer, Benny's younger sibling and bass player of the group.
I'm Elvie Bradburn, and I'm in this.
What's the kind of music you're into, Elvie?
Personally, or my character?
Let's start with you personally.
Me personally, I've been accused of liking sad white people music.
My vibe.
I really dig me some indie, some folk, the kind of thing you would listen to on a rainy day in a coffee shop. That's my jam.
Next is Ivy Hong.
Yeah, I'm Ivy. I'm pretty not discriminating when it comes to music. I like a lot of stuff. I like rap, hip-hop, folk music too. That's fine. I like music you can dance to. I like music that queer people like to dance to. I feel like that's really solid. I've also been accused of liking drunken old white guy music, like Allman Brothers Band.
That's my jam!
Or anything with like a really distorted, dirty bass line, like the Arctic Monkeys. I'm super into that.
Sweet.
Just, I like a lot of music, but music that you can move to probably is my favorite right now.
Do you like to go out and dance?
I love it, but I quibble about dancing. If you're milling around on the dance floor with a drink, I hate you. That's not what the dance floor is for. It's right in the name. Like, please recognize where you are. And I'm sorry, I'm super intolerant right now because I have COVID and I just can't be bothered. And I was just at an event where there was like a lot of dancing and a little bit of milling around, and no one could quite nail down what kind of music we should be listening to because we were coming from all over the globe, which should be a really celebratory, like, wonderful thing, and it was, except somebody made the comment, because I was with a lot of European colleagues, they were like, it's really annoying when people make requests of the DJ, please never do this, please never ever go to the DJ and ask for certain kinds of music. And I was like, I understand that as an artist you want to be left alone to your devices, but also maybe look up and see if people are dancing, because it's almost like that's the point. If not for the audience, then for whom?
All right, everyone, DJ Bell and Sebastian is feeling his vibe, and nothing's gonna stop him.
And FYI, anybody here listening, obviously we're recording remotely, so we are not doing the spreading of COVID at the moment amongst our recording. But
later, though.
Yeah, we'll spread COVID later. Yeah,
right.
Everybody gets some. I'm kissing everybody.
Next, last but not least, Randy McKay.
Hi, I'm Randy McKay. I'm not least, but I am last. And when it comes to music, boy, oh boy, can't stand it. I couldn't tell you what genres I like. Jeez. I guess I like, I don't know, dumb stuff. I like things that you don't want to consider music as much as you consider them a nuisance. Like, I like the stuff you hear in memes. I like vaporwave a lot, which is just old computer sounds put together to be things. And like, I truly like everything. There is no genre that I am like, that genre completely sucks. I think that's incredibly close-minded. I'm more of a like, there's got to be something good in this, and like, let's explore and experiment, figure things out. That sort of exploration and that relationship I have with music has led me to find and really appreciate a lot of things that people truly do hate. Like, I love the group Eiffel 65 so much. I've listened to the discography. I'm a big fan.
Wait a minute. Really? Randy?
Yeah.
No fucking way! Oh god,
bops.
that's such a deep cut for me as well.
I'll tell you about some really dope B-52 songs. You know, it's more than Love Shack and Rock Lobster Gang. It's don't even get me started on Devo. And then like, obviously I really love mashups.
Be stiff.
Yeah, be real stiff. And then like a lot of titles of their songs actually you can't say anymore. I guess they were bad people. Yeah, the one I'm thinking of is like, oh, I can't say that. Oh, I can't say that one either. Wow, maybe they're a bad group. I take it back. I don't like Devo. They're bad. Cancel Devo is what I'm saying officially right here, right now. Listen to me. And I also like junk. Not completely like glitchy sounds, but sometimes they'll hit. I listen to like electro surf rock. It feels like I make genres up when I tell people what I listen to. So I'm just like, yeah, I like music. You know what? What do you like? I'll tell you if I like that too.
It depends on the mood, right?
I just want to mill around a dance floor, with a drink in my hand.
We're gonna fight, Randy.
I know you hate me, and you're gonna kiss me and give me COVID.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm Typhoid
Kiss
Mary
COVID.
right now. I'm Typhoid Mary. I'm gonna go up and down
It's
the
the
coast,
old-
just spreading my sickness.
COVID kisser.
The
Strikes
Johnny
again.
Appleseed of COVID.
And that's why there's so many COVID trees in the U.S. today.
Man, we gotta stop planting those. Honestly, in retrospect, horrible plan.
Yeah.
And I'm Harry Bainbridge. I'm your dungeon master, your dungeon jaster. Yeah, man. Oh my God, Randy. Sorry, I'm just still bugging out about an Eiffel 65 deep cut. That goes right to my childhood.
Is it Europop? Is it Silicone World?
Oh, it's their early. I only know of the one album, which is the one like Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die, which is on it, and then like
4 times.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Wait, what? It's
Oh, there's so many remixes.
Yeah, it's true.
The Gary Point remix, who has left Eiffel 65. You're not up on your Eiffel 65 drama again?
The fact I understand everything you're saying, I don't know what that says about me, but
it says that you're an Eiffel 65 head.
yeah. I wonder what the phrase would be. Or, Eiffel 65. Is it an Eiffel 65 head? Is it just
The
Eiffel
Eiffel
head?
49ers.
The Eiffel 49ers. Well, everybody.
Elvie did not like that one.
Yeah.
I could see on the Zoom
Did my
screen.
face give me away?
Elvie in like Starfleet command background, like, what?
Oh yeah, I know. Our listeners can't
You're
see
the
this.
weird one.
We have Elvie. Elvie is on the Starship Enterprise at the moment over
It's
Zoom.
Voyager, actually.
Oh, it's Voyager.
Oh, geek check.
I was like, you're wearing blue shirt. You're in the engineering area.
Yes, that's yeah. We talked about it. I like to come down here and unplug things and plug them in the wrong place so that the engineering team has something to do because it gets boring down there.
Right? Yeah.
In space, no one can hear you, troll.
Yeah, got my little soldering iron. I'm just messing with stuff.
Well, we are going to be playing a game whilst answering questions that our Patreon has asked us. The game, Randy, how about you go ahead and describe the game just so we all understand it?
All right, so there's a game that I enjoy playing that I first found through one of my good friends, Lene, and I realized that Elle Magazine has also been like using this game for fun YouTube videos, but essentially Elle's version of the game is called Song Association, where you get a word prompt and then you have to think of a song within 10 seconds that has that word in it. And it's just sort of like a mental gymnastics of like, okay, does that song have that word? And then you like sing that song to prove it real quick of like just the section where that word is. And then you get the point if you do it within 10 seconds. In this variation, we're just going to sort of go around the circle and everyone gets one chance at each word so that we all get to play and participate. And you get to see what songs first pop into our minds or what we grow on because like, oh no, that was going to be my song, and how we scramble.
So, let's start with a question, everybody. First is, who is the greatest cover band of all time so far, and why are they the greatest?
And who sent that in?
That would be from F. EFFDOT.
So there's a right answer, but there's so many amazing cover songs. Like I would even say, who's the best artist for making songs for other people to cover is like an easier question than that.
Yeah.
I mean, the Beatles is the answer to that one. No one's been covered more than the Beatles.
Bob Dylan,
Queen?
probably Bowie.
See that? Okay, does Weird Al count as cover or is that strictly parody?
Ooh, I mean they are different
Good
songs
question.
because he does a 1-in-1. He tries to make it sound as much as like the last one.
I'm still going to vote Weird Al just because there have been so many instances where I heard his version of the song first.
Yeah, right.
And then I heard the original. I was like, no, I think White and Nerdy is a legitimately better song.
That is the whitest thing you could say.
I know what I am.
I just feel like that's such a valid thing to offer because, like, the parodies that he makes are so substantive. Like, lyrically, they're very high diction, but also the subject matter. It's always like a commentary on what's. I don't know. I love Weird Al. So
Me too. That would be my answer.
I do too.
For sure.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have the whitest answer, but because I'm saying Real Big Fish. Take on Me, I think their cover is might be better than the original. Boys Don't Cry is better than the Cure's version. Come at me. And Kiss
shots
Me
fired.
Deadly, I think, is also better than the original.
Ro, if it makes you feel any better, there could still be a whiter answer. Nobody said Richard Cheese yet.
I was gonna say Richard Cheese,
Oh.
the whitest answer of all.
I do love Richard Cheese. I do love Richard Cheese a lot.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this qualifies. Tenacious D.
That's a good answer too.
Do they do covers?
They
just did a Who medley.
Yeah, and also in High Fidelity, where
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like Jack Black and Kyle, they're so talented. It's not even fair to call them a cover band. They've just done some covers, but
I don't know if they're covers, but there's definitely a tribute.
No, brother.
Yeah.
That's not the greatest song in the world, but
Loosely familiar that these are puns.
you can tell by our tone.
The wink, twinkle in our eye.
You can't see this in the audio recording, but everyone is just winking aggressively as they say these things.
The one cover band that I well, not band actually, it's just an artist that I recently have been listening to is Angelique Kidjo, who did this one album of the Talking Heads.
I've heard about this. I've been meaning to listen to it. Yeah.
It's Afro-Cuban rhythms and it's just Afro-Cuban percussion and it's a completely different style, but the whole album is out of this fucking world. It just some of the songs which I've listened to for years from the Talking Heads, she did a better job, and that is such a hard fucking achievement.
I feel like I like the Talking Heads, but I feel like the covers of the Talking Heads are almost always better. Like Miles Fisher does this amazing This Must Be the Place.
Get out of here.
But that music video that he's doing, Miles Fisher looks like a cross between Tom Cruise and Christian Bale. And for his cover of This Must Be the Place, he's just redoing all of American Psycho.
That's funny.
It's a pretty great music
That's
video.
very funny.
Talking Heads are one of my favorite bands, so don't you dare say it covers are by and
Yeah,
large better.
I have a special place in my heart for Britney Spears covers, especially ones that cross genres. Like Travis did Hit Me One More Time, and then there are a lot of covers of Toxic that are incredible. And because for so long, Britney was
It's one of the best songs of all time.
I mean, Toxic, yeah, like the source material is incredible because for so long, Britney Spears was the #1 artist of all time, you know, like only supplanted by like Beyonce. But because she had the best writers, the best production, all of the support of the music industry in only that one way, her music is so coverable and I think stands the test of time. So I have a special place in my heart for people who cover Britney Spears well.
That reminds me, and now I have a real answer, but I also feel bad because we didn't get a chance to talk about why Richard Cheese is great. We were just like, oh, that's a white answer. But like,
I love Richard Cheese.
To your point of like crossing a genre, Richard Cheese specifically makes lounge covers of songs that shouldn't be lounge songs. So Welcome to the Jungle. And it he like really turns him down. I really like, he's got a Christmas album where it's like less funny. He's just doing a really good cover of Melt With You, which is not a Christmas song, but it's like better than, well, I don't know. It just makes me appreciate the original song more.
Before we move off of Richard Cheese, his cover of Down with the Sickness, where he still does the "No, mommy, don't hurt me" dialogue. It's haunting and good.
Yeah. Ooh, ah, 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 ah.
I pretty regularly just say to myself from his cover of Creep at the beginning when he goes, "Okay, computer."
He calls Weird Al weird. Take care, Weird. But Sean Lee's Ping Pong Orchestra is what you reminded me of, because they essentially just do like cool R&B soul covers of songs. And the first song I think I heard by them was Britney Spears' Toxic, and it was just like really cool.
Awesome.
They do like a funky bass line for the and it was like it's like, oh, they know what they're doing here. It's very good. I don't know, check them out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love when covers change genres. If they don't, I'm almost like, what's the point? Why did you come?
Why did you do this?
That's why we stopped listening to Weezer.
Oh no! Do you know Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox?
I was going to mention them.
Yeah, they do big band versions of all of the
that's
hits.
awesome.
And they have like these guest vocalists, but always this incredible instrumentation because Scott Bradley is a pianist. And you know, after a couple, you're like, I get it. But you know, they still come up because the musicality is incredible. They're just very, very, very talented people. And there is Puddles the Clown, who I first heard doing Chandelier, and he like very clearly has been classically trained.
Is this the clown with like the all white makeup? But
yes, Puddles Pity Party is what he's called.
Oh, yeah.
Puddles Pity Party, and he's just got this incredibly rich operatic voice.
So he's doing like a Pagliacci thing with covers.
So good.
But
That's
so
awesome.
And he's also like 7'8" or something ridiculous.
He's giant. But he also does this one of my favorite songs of all time by Crowded House, Don't Dream It's Over.
Yes, that song rocks.
Yeah. I mean, Miley Cyrus does these covers too. And Miley Cyrus, I don't know if you know, but she is also an incredible vocalist, like one of the most powerful voices in pop music right now. Like so much character in her voice.
I've thought of two that aren't as artistic, maybe, but are kind of fun. One is Beatallica. They do Beatles covers in the style of Metallica songs.
Oh, rad.
And the other one is the Misfats, which is a Misfits cover band, but they change all the songs to be about food.
Oh, cute.
I got something to say. I ate some nuggets today.
Did Weird Al make a band? Did he write this band?
I'm also going to throw Pentatonics in there.
Yes.
Who doesn't love an acoustic cover? Not an acapella cover.
I am still in pain over the fact that the sing-off is not still on television. That every once in a while, I'll just look up YouTube videos of, if you ever really just want to feel something, look up on YouTube the sing-off Queen medley from this group called the Dartmouth Airs. Oh my God, your heart will move.
I like it where it is.
Well, don't watch this video.
It keeps me alive.
On that note, let's start with our first word for the game. All right, everybody?
Ready.
All righty. The word is love.
Oh,
I don't
loving you is easy because you're beautiful. Got the name of the artist. Maya Rudolph's mom, Wilma Rudolph?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Did I break the game?
I just don't think there are many songs about love.
All right. Am I supposed to just go next? Is
Feel
that
free. Yeah. Feel free. Yeah.
Time is ticking.
Should I go while Rose
loving
thinking?
you is... Oh, you just did that. You just did that.
No, Rose doing the cover version.
Yeah, I'm doing a cover of your answer. All I want, all I need, we all really need love. What is the NSYNC? Is that...
That could be any song. Literally
love,
any.
Love.
Yeah.
I need love.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Nice.
Yep.
Aaron should be next if we're going.
Well, then L is for the way you look
Nice.
at me. And then other letters.
But when do they say love?
Yeah, when do they say it?
They spell it out. What? Do I need to spell my love out for you? Or do you just feel it? That's the whole metaphor.
It does say love is all that I can give to you.
Can give to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got to spell it out first. And I just want to know whether or not Aaron actually knows how to spell it.
Okay. I know that O comes next. It's for the only one I see. V, you're very, very
Extraordinary.
You know, love is all that.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. I wanted the word love, not the letter L.
Ivy?
I'm not even gonna attempt this one because I'm so congested. But "Love" by Keisha Cole. It's one that's been stuck in my head for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's so good.
You absolutely need to belt it like her.
Yeah,
Oh
can you
my
do
God.
at least a spoken word version?
Oh my God, it's yeah, it goes. Oh my God, I used to think that I wasn't fine enough. I used to think that I wasn't wild enough. Sorry, I have to go through the entire thing, but like she like does this like crazy run, and it's like love.
Ooh.
Never knew what I was thinking. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so congested, but
Yeah,
like
did great.
It sounded
Thanks.
great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a
Beautiful.
good song.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
it up
it's
if you haven't heard
it's
it.
such a good song. It like hits you. It hits you just like right that like, oh my God, she's so and it's very good.
And
She sounds like she's crying in it.
Yeah.
mine is all you need is love. Yeah, great. That sunk
I
that
thought
up
of a better one.
quickly.
Oh, you thought of what?
I thought of a better one. That one is a real one. It's an NSYNC song or some shit. I don't know. But I believe in a thing called love. Just
I love it.
Oh man. If only you were all here, we could all do it in sync. I would love that. In sync. Aha!
We'll do it
That's
eventually.
great.
We wouldn't be torturing me with all of this like audio software and like the timing. This is my nightmare.
Yeah. No, it's okay. We'll get back to the table soon enough as soon as you're COVID free.
I mean, this is my fault, so
Yeah, stop planting all those COVID trees.
I need to stop receiving people's talking at me. I think that's what it is. Like people just like spitting. We're all sharing respiratory droplets. Is that what it was called? Like,
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
people need to.
That's
I need to
exactly.
stop having people shout moistly at me.
I feel it was a real big sacrifice for me to have people stop spitting in my mouth.
Yeah.
Lots of heavy H's. Hi, how are you?
No more Snagglepuss impressions.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
And you know how I love those. What am I going to do with my
Who
life?
doesn't?
All right. Next question from Kelly. How did you start playing D&D? Any tips for beginners? Anybody can jump in.
The first 2 times I played D&D was in high school, and I was not taking it seriously at all. The first time I was a rabbit with just a big dick, because I was
Huh?
I was like
Huh?
I was like 14 years old, and man, I thought I was funny. And then my friends gave me another chance, and they're like, no. Like, there are all these different characters. You could be like influenced by the world or by religion. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna be a rabbi. And it wasn't until,
With a big dick.
well, I mean, that goes without saying.
Pretty fly for a rabbi.
Hell yeah. But it wasn't until like in my mid-20s when I started listening to the Adventure Zone that I was like, oh my God, I gotta get in on this.
Same. Yeah, I started back when I identified as a girl. I was part of an all-girl D&D group, and that was very, very fun. That was very, very good. And I think a tip for getting started is, if you want to start as a player, and you should, find somebody who's willing to DM, and they're all over the place. It's a lot of power. People are drawn to that. So there's plenty of opportunities, and they're always looking for players. So just like find a group where you feel like you're gonna vibe and just get started. It's easy once you start.
Oh, I should get a tip in there. Don't try to get it right. Have fun with your flaws.
Mm-hmm.
You should get a tip in there.
Ah.
The big old rabbit tip. I apologize. I'm sorry.
That was gross. That's just gross.
I know. I'm a horrible person. I had the curse of so I had a friend in high school who really loved to DM, but we didn't really have a friend group outside of me that really ever wanted to play consistently. So we were constantly plagued by the thing of like having many groups that like we have a session where everybody makes characters and then it never goes anywhere.
Oh boy,
So
love those.
like I made so many characters that I never got to play with. The one time we actually sat down and played, we played the Star Wars RPG, and that was fun. We were doing something for a hut, and we knew it was bad, and so we were like, actually, we're just going to take the money and do whatever. And then there was someone in our party was an Authorian diplomat, and he decided to betray us and work for the hut.
Ooh.
And he shot my friend's ear off. And then we never played again after that. And then I didn't start playing consistently until 2 or 3 years before the pandemic. I was playing 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons, which is too crunchy for most people to have fun. I think if that's your thing, you can go for it. But 5th edition is great. And tips, if you are looking for a group, everybody always wants a DM. There's no shame in, getting one of the books that has, a pre-made adventure and just reading off the book and doing that. It's a great way to get people together. Use the pre-made characters. Who cares? Once you get into it and you start playing around, you get to make it your own and have fun with it. So,
yeah, I would actually go off of Ro, and I would say as I started to play probably 4 or 5 years ago, in my later years, although I would have been a super fanatic if I was a kid and I had played this.
If you're a teenager, you have to understand, when we were all in high school, you got made fun of for being the nerd. Now it's just accepting, and it's become culture.
Yeah. Now you got a whole goddamn Netflix show surrounding it, and so everybody's got to be in the know.
And no one's bitter.
No one. But I got into it because of a friend of mine, Al, just knew I'd be good at it and I would really love it because I'm over dramatic actor and a filmmaker, and I love, making cool visions in my brain. And tips again, off of Ro, is you don't be afraid to use the setup adventures. In all honesty, when I became a DM not too long ago, I learned a ton from running the very base adventure Mines of Fendelver. While it was extremely basic, it gives you as a dungeon master a lot of grounding to be able to then make decisions yourself if you wish. And I would also say it gives a very clear jumping point. A lot of work and a lot of time was put into those kinds of adventures, the ones that are written officially, and they are there specifically to allow the group inspiration, not like a railroad. And the more you realize that way of playing, I find it gives a lot more fun for everybody.
And you make friends kind of the way that Harry and I met when LB introduced us.
Hell yeah.
To a D&D game.
Hell yeah, I knew you guys would get along. I'd also just like to add that when you're making a character, feel free to use a pre-made character, but really don't try to make this character something that isn't easily representable by you. Don't try for an accent. Don't try for a personality that's very different from yours, because you're just not going to have a good time if you're concentrating too much on that. It should come from within fairly easily.
Definitely.
Abby?
This is my first game. This is my first campaign. This is my first foray into D&D.
Welcome!
Thank you so much. Aaron invited me. It is not my first experience. I think when Harry and I first talked, because, the introduction into this group, he was like, what is your experience with this? And I was like, it's really just a power fantasy, right? But power means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So I'm trying to live out a life that is accessible to me, but maybe not common or unusual. And I want to play out something that's a part of me, but I don't get to exercise a lot. So yeah, here I am.
I'm excited. And Randy?
I would say an important tip that I don't think anyone has touched on yet is accessibility. And I feel that some people are very hardcore. And so it's you can find a DM who's excited to DM, but really find a friend who wants to try it with you, because you're going to want someone who's going to be maybe patient with you if you don't know, because it can get very dense. Maybe someone who might not be such a stickler about how to do things the right way and more about doing things in a fun, patient, calm way that helps you feel like, you're succeeding sometimes, as opposed to just beating you down. Find someone who allows you to play and enjoy the world that you're building together, because it is a collaborative experience.
Absolutely. I was thinking the other day too, one thing that there's a different relationship you can have with the rules that then accommodates how you play the game. And one way I was thinking about it last night is, this is different for everybody, but for me, it's like, don't go to the rules because you have to. There are certain rules that you do, but don't feel all the time you have to be in line. Go to the rule because you want to, because it helps you enact what you want to do.
Yeah, if you've listened to other episodes that we've done, you know that we're a little rules light in favor of the collaborative storytelling, because that's just more fun and more our
We're
vibe.
rules light, cools heavy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. That's a good point, Harry. That's the common table rule kind of thing with board games. It's always like, all right, let's not get bogged down in the rules in the moment. We'll all agree on a group decision on what this thing is, and if we really care about it, we can look at the rules once the game is over to clarify for next time. Like, if that's something that you really care about. But if not, just go for it. Like, who cares?
Rules are meant to be broken, and so are hearts.
Do you want them moved or do you want them broken? Make up your mind, Harry.
Ah.
My very first D&D experience came through College Humor's Dimension 20. And I think back to my point of accessibility, it was always like, the world of fantasy, I wouldn't say really interest me. I don't really care about dragons or wizards or anything like that much. But then what D20 did was like, they set it in a John Hughes style story with like high school tropes. And so like you got the jock who was like a half elf, and then like the shy sad kid who was like a half orc, and then like the rich kid elf. And like, it's like, oh, you put it in a context that I understand because these have been fed to me through other types of media. And then understanding that you can do all this and then sort of build the world you truly want to like be in through these games really got me more motivated to give it a shot. Because you can truly be anything.
Let's go with the next word. World.
The world is a vampire.
Yeah, smash those pumpkins.
Bullet with butterfly wings.
Next up, I believe we have Elvie.
I know, I can't. I've got nothing right now.
Ooh, you do have 10 seconds.
Oh, no. Okay, so let's see. Dead air for 10 seconds. World. I'm trying to think in what songs do they rhyme world with girl? And I feel like that should be really
Like
fruitful.
every 90s R&B song.
Yeah.
There's one in particular that's definitely not too old.
Okay, that song about the saddest girl in the world.
This is the story of a girl who cried a river and
And
drowned
drown
the whole world.
Yes, that's the one.
Alright.
This is the story of a girl.
Photographs, I
Absolutely love her when she smiles.
How many days in a year?
We are the world. We are the children. The Michael Jackson USA it had everybody in it. Every famous person around that time sang that damn song.
Mm-hmm. Aaron?
Oh, I just had it and it flew out of my brain. What's the world? The world up? Everybody say no.
No, what? that's
I just
that's the
added
wrong
an
word.
L. It's fine. It's fine. All right.
Oh.
No.
You and these L's need to stop.
Oh, there's a small town girl.
Living in a lonely world.
There it is.
Nice.
The whole game will be just one person helping the other.
I like that. It's teamwork.
It's teamwork. That's why we're doing the show. Next up, Ivy.
There's a song called As the World Caves In, but the first time I heard it was a cover song by a very, very, can I just say that TikTok is amazing and that I have so much hope for the future because Gen Z is so smart and so funny and so talented. Like everyone, I don't even know if this person is Gen Z. I'm just assuming.
If this is stalling,
but
this is amazing.
no, it's called As the World Caves In, and I had to look up the artist Sarah Cothran. You really don't want me to sing this. It's like
Wow, I do.
girl,
We really do.
oh girl, it's you that I lie with as the atom bomb. I can't. I'm so sorry. Like I just I'm having brain fog and I don't. But it's like oh, it's you. I watch TV with as the world caves in.
There you are. There you are.
I remember the one that left my brain. All around the world, statues crumble for me.
Oh
Who
God.
knows how long I've loved you?
Is that
My
that's
turn.
what? Oh my God, Sugar Ray.
Yeah, you just want to fly.
Those blonde spikes. Those blonde
God.
spikes.
Frosted tips, baby.
You know.
They're great.
They cut the roof of my mouth.
This cereal's about meth. That's me. Semi charms. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Yeah, gosh.
Happy to have you here.
Mine goes is anytime I would go to Disney World, I would go with my mom, and we would go to It's a Small World.
I love that you started singing that like you were already broken.
Yeah. No, of course, because it's just like
When you
it's just like
sing
a dirge.
through gritted
Just
teeth.
yeah, right. Yeah. I guess I'm embarrassed. I don't know why, but it's just like I had to just mute it in me just because it was just so awkwardly positive.
Wow, positivity? What a fucking loser.
I know.
Wow, the world really is a vampire.
Let us do an audio question, okay? This comes from Al.
Oh, Jesus.
Hi there, my name is Al. I'm from Liverpool, England. My question is, who would win in a fight? Thank you.
Oh, God.
The answer is always Batman with prep.
Yeah.
That's who would win
As
in
long
a
as Batman has time to prep. Absolutely.
Oh, is it not Mr. Rogers in a blood-stained sweater?
Oh, yeah. Ultimate Battle of Ultimate Destiny by Neil
Ultimate
Cicerigo. Oh, yeah. Ciceriga? How do you say Neil's Lemon Demon?
Ciceriga.
Lemon Demon.
All right, next question.
Does he mean us? I can't.
Okay, here's another question. It's about the first season.
Hey, what's up, bad guys and B-sides? This is Vicky, listener and lover of Dungeons and Dragons. It's a newfound love, still very passionate, still very fiery. Anyway, I love listening to your show. I have a relationship question for you. I am curious. I wonder, it was a very interesting choice to have Benny and Dora Lee actually be broken up before their journey even started, but it wasn't revealed until way later in the series. Can we talk about that choice, or why the characters themselves decided to hide it from their bandmates? I guess they didn't want it to be awkward, but why pretend to be together? Wouldn't that be more awkward for them? Explain.
I'll take this one. So there's both a meta reason and a character reason. The character reason is Benny was hoping that Dora Lee would change her mind. He is very much in denial and hoping that some way this is something that they could get past together, and not the fact that she had grown past him. The meta reason is I love stories about people breaking up and then it being okay. And I don't feel like there's enough of that in fiction. So I kind of wanted to incorporate this into the podcast. I also wanted to have a secret that the other cast members didn't know about. Just because I feel like that creates a lot of drama and good radio. I had actually originally asked everybody in the cast, hey, who wants to be in a relationship with my character? And nobody did. And Tori eventually went with it. And the second she did, I, in a private message, let her know, hey, real quick, you dumped me. Because I felt like that would just be a lot more interesting. And also, I'm playing an emo kid. He had to have been dumped. We had to have that in there somewhere. But yeah, the reason he didn't tell anyone is because he was hoping she'd change her mind. And I think Dora Lee went along with it just to appease him, because he's already awkward enough.
Next word is I. As
Okay,
in not
it's-
I the person, but I.
Oh.
EYE.
Oh, I got one.
I got one
I
too.
can use whatever homophone I
Oh
feel
my
like.
god, are we gonna all have the same song?
No,
No.
absolutely not. No one's gonna have this one. Mine is a jam that comes from the '90s classic "Quest for Camelot."
Hell yeah.
I know the sound of each rock and stone, etc., until he goes, looking through your eyes. Oh, that's a different song in the same movie. But either
The
way.
first line, that first song
Looking
was
through
"I
your
Stand
eyes.
Alone."
But now with your ocular eyes.
You know, nobody knows what it's like behind blue eyes.
Ooh.
But hey, I want this very clear. This is the Limp Bizkit version.
Yeah, that was very clear by your version of it.
Nobody knows. No, that's too hardcore for Bizkit.
Yeah, make it more limp.
Is it,
Can you get limper?
did Disturbed do a cover of that on Conan? Was that what the song that they covered?
Who?
Disturbed did a classic rock cover and did it like
yeah.
all dramatic and shit on Conan. I think it was Behind Blue Eyes. It was bad. It's a bad cover.
It's bad. It's bad.
I had like 3 rapid fire come up, and I still have more coming up. So the first one is like, you know what? I'll leave that one alone. Luscious Jackson did a song, I want to say the late 90s, called Naked Eye, and it's like, with my naked eye I saw all in me. And like that's I don't know if you guys know that song. But
Ivy,
yeah.
you are killing it with singing. Like, I don't know why
Yeah.
you think you
Yeah,
can't. Like,
you don't have COVID.
You're
don't
racked by
lie.
a respiratory virus and
Yeah.
you still sound you're like incredible.
There is These Eyes by the Guess Who.
Wait,
one
let
of
us finish.
Oh.
Don't take mine by accident.
Oh, okay. Okay, then that's it. Luscious Jackson and the Guess Who. Great.
Do them after. Definitely want to know all the old
Okay.
ones. Oh, you took the Guess Who already?
You, Randy, you seem so excited. What's your answer?
Oh, mine's the dumbest one. When Elvie was like, it's from a 90s, I was like, oh no. And then they didn't do that. So I'm going to do, sing it with me if you know. If we listen to each other's hearts, we find we're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why. For the first time together, we're seeing it eye to eye.
oh wait, is that from Goofy movie?
We're gonna see.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Fuck yeah.
yes.
We're gonna see. It's Powerline.
I wanted to call him Livewire, but that's a Superman villain.
Your brain is rotten with DC Comics.
Rotten like a fox.
I also have a 90s one. I saw the sign
Oh,
and it
there it
opened
is.
up my eyes. I saw the
sign.
sign.
There you go.
Nice.
Both I and I. There we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An eye for an eye.
Aaron, did
Makes
you go?
everybody blind.
Yeah, I did Limp Bizkit, baby.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's your turn
It's
now,
my
Harry.
turn. I'm just distancing, trying to stall for time. No, mine's. This is the eye of the tiger.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's the
Okay.
one
Is
that
that
I thought
your third
everyone
one?
was gonna do. I thought
Yeah.
that everyone
Yeah.
for sure was gonna go for Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, I choose the lazy choice. That's what I do.
Well, that's what. Yeah.
All right, next question. Another audio question coming in from Stuart.
Hey everyone, just wondering if you would rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses. Thank you.
Classic question.
Classic question.
Horse-sized duck, easily. Birds
I
have hollow
agree.
bones.
Horse-sized duck, probably pretty easy to distract.
Horses are just pure muscle. They'll, even if they're tiny, they'll kick the
They'll
shit out of you
fucking
until you're
murder you,
dead.
man. Biters. They're biters.
I would choose the horse-sized duck, but only because in real life, if I have to like snuff out a life, I'd rather only do it once than 100 times.
It's a very good point.
Very kind of you.
It's a very
Because
good point.
because I'll fucking win. I'm a dirty fighter. I'm gross. I just want to win at all costs, and I have like very little sense of personal safety in any sort of tussle or conflict situation. Like I played recreational soccer with my office and I got hit in the face multiple times during the season. Did not even register. I would just get back up and I'd be like, let's go. So I would choose the single opponent as opposed to 100 opponents only because of the loss of life.
I
Don't
think,
want to mess with Game Time Ivy.
I think I'd go horse-sized duck just because I think I'd have better puns fighting a giant duck than I would smaller horses, like the bill comes due and shit like that. Or like if it got a shot in on me.
That was the one you were going with? You didn't...
Well, I mean, if it got another shot on me, I'd be like, oh, that was foul. And then I'd feel even more empowered. You don't have to patronize me. This is the way I fight with puns.
What do I get to use? You know, it's like, is it like just me barehanded in the woods, or can I like, do I get like a claymore or something like that? You know, what do I get?
I'll allow you one blunt melee weapon.
No. Aaron, I will allow you one blunt weapon. Thank you.
I will allow you a bastard sword.
Okay, so that's 2 blunt weapons and a bastard sword. All right, so I've got a good arsenal going on. Maybe this is the dumb choice because it's the only one that no one else chose. But I think I'd go for the duck-sized horses because I feel like, if they were chasing me, maybe I could like corral them somewhere too deep for them to survive or something like that, or like. If I had like a giant claymore that I just had to keep swinging it around in circles as they kept coming at me in waves or something like that. Whereas like big duck big, you know what I'm saying?
Big duck big.
Big duck big and can swim.
Have you seen a large
can
bird?
Swim, can fly.
Yeah, they're horrible. I just watched a little video on this paleontologist answered a bunch of questions from the internet, and birds are fucking scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like, would you fight a horse-sized dinosaur is what you're asking me.
Yeah, there's a word for horse-sized duck. It's called velociraptor.
Yeah.
Velociraptors are small. Velociraptors are the size of like dogs.
Still a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah. And stamina on those things.
You know what? I'm going to change my answer. I want to fight a bunch of tiny horses.
If it was another bird, I'd be with you on the horses, but like ducks, like, they don't have clawed feet, they just have webbed feet,
Oh wait, could I offer that horses are herbivores and ducks are omnivores? They eat meat as well.
They'll eat you for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think I am gonna change my answer too. Yeah, all I need to do is jump onto like a 2-foot platform, and that's kind of it for what the horses can do to me.
I'm 6'2". I'll take them. Yeah.
I'm staying with the horse-sized duck because afterwards, the confit that we could have, I could feed my entire village. I'll spear the shit out of that duck and I'm king anyways, but like.
Just fill up a bathtub with pate and just sink into it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That was my favorite scene in Patch Adams.
Gross.
For me, I would, if I had to say if I'd fight, and if I had to fight one of the two, I would definitely be doing duck-sized horses because I don't know why it is, but the pleasure of just kicking, just like 1, 2, kick. I don't know why. It's just like it's like you just mash button on a video game, and it's just like doing one after the other. But the thing is that if it was a horse-sized duck, I wouldn't want to fight it. I would want to tame it, and I would want to have it as a mount, and I would want to fly everywhere with it and have it be my magical horse-sized duck everywhere I go.
So cute.
No one says that fighting it means it needs to end in death.
It is true.
Challenge it to a battle of wits.
Have you ever seen a horse? Like, have you ever seen a horse in pain? I don't want to deal with that. They got human eyes.
I'm assuming they're all evil. I don't know why. It just makes it easier for me.
Theoretically, couldn't you just beat the horses by knocking them down?
Oh,
so you
don't want to break their legs?
You mean like just with a broom?
Bro, they're not turtles. Like, they can get back up.
Yeah, you put the horse back on its shell.
What are you talking about?
Horses do lie down.
This horse is upside down.
You've never seen a snapjaw horse?
Aw.
Break a horse's leg, and that's it for that horse, though.
Oh my God, I don't even want to think about that. That's so sad. Oh yeah.
You've never had horse soup?
Okay, we're gonna take one more word. The word is time.
Aaron, you're first.
Closing time.
Oh, great.
One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Who does that song? Semisonic.
That's supersonic.
No, it's only part of Sonic.
And Knuckles.
Time in a Bottle by Jim Croce and Time is
Nice.
Running Out by Muse. Done.
Ooh, love Muse.
If you're lost, you can look and you will find me.
Time to see what's become of me. That's that hazy shade of winter by Simon and Garfunkel. And I guess numerous cover bands.
Real quick, my favorite cover of Time After Time was, I don't know if anybody else has seen Zoe's Infinite Playlist, but ooh boy, God, they know how to do covers. That's my favorite cover band. Zoe's Infinite Playlist, the television show.
Is that like Glee?
It's better than that.
I know.
Because it has a real plot.
I just wanted to talk about Glee.
And less scandal.
Ro.
I'm thinking.
I hear it keeps on slipping into the future sometime.
It keeps a changing.
It's on your side.
I'm trying to remember the one that was in my head, and I can't remember what it was.
May I go? I'll give you time.
Time goes by so slowly.
That's
Madonna,
great.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Madonna.
That's a good song.
Yeah, cover of ABBA, or rather sample of ABBA.
Go for it, Harry.
Mine is Daft Punk. One more time.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Celebrate.
There was a Daft Punk song for every one that we've done.
Around the world, around
the
yeah.
world.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what's
yeah.
the I one for Daft Punk?
There's probably one somewhere. I bet it's in like, you know what? I bet it's in the one they did with, what's his name? Julian Casablancas off the latest album. All right, cut this part.
No.
You don't need this part. You don't need me humming through all of Random Access Memories.
I can stand a little more of it.
Okay.
Listen to your problem.
We're gonna get one last question in. All right. One last question. This is by F. Dot. Which Steve is your greatest enemy?
Many years ago, I had this friend who, since I've grown apart from for a couple of different reasons, but he was actually the one who introduced me to D&D and tabletop gaming in general, and gaming in general, really. I went to a LARP with him. He's at the time, one of my closest friends. And there was one time where I mistakenly thought he called me Steve, and sometimes when I was like misbehaving or raging, even, he would call me Steve, because I would be complaining about something, which I do frequently, and he would be like, Steve, come on, Steve, Steve. And so arguably the worst Steve, my greatest enemy, Steve, is myself.
Damn.
That is amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful
That is
answer.
not where I thought the story was going.
Meta as fuck. Wow.
I don't think anybody's going to top that Steve answer, so let's get another final question.
The Steve from the Flight of the Conchords song that asked Steve if the hippopotamus was not a good rapper. Steve tell you that.
Steve.
Fucking
Steve.
Fucking Steve. But that's exactly how you would use, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Fucking Steve.
God. It's like the Karen of the male world.
Yeah.
Steve.
Steve.
Come on, Steve.
Yeah.
Mine is Steven Spielberg. He knows what he did.
So one last one from Barrett Tribe. Would your character wear a band's t-shirt to that band's show?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
I feel like Benny would not, but he would buy the shirt there and then wear it for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, Kathy would for sure.
No, I don't think I would wear it at the show. I would buy it and then I would wear it elsewhere.
For my character, like, is it free? Then
That's the answer.
yeah, is my nakedness going to offend people? Then I will wear the shirt. Like, I don't really see a problem with wearing the shirt without wearing the shirt. I am who I am, with or without the shirt. If it's free, I will take a shirt. Thank you.
All right. On that note, I think let's do one last one. The word is baby.
You start, Harry.
Yeah, Harry, you start it.
Oh gosh, baby. Baby, it's cold out tonight. Baby,
Yeah, there's one.
Cancelled.
Terrible song, but that's the one that came. What does that say about me? I don't know.
The song is fine.
Or is it a song of the discourse around that song is nutty?
It's
my
terrible.
God,
Yeah. It's so much.
Is it very feminist?
Would you
I
fight
know, which
one
one is it?
horse-sized baby? It's cold outside.
Oh man.
Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know
That
that
something wasn't right here.
Yeah.
Dum dum dum.
Baby, can't you see? I'm falling.
Wow.
A guy like you should wear a
Oh, the
warning.
rest have to be Britney Spears songs.
It's essentially.
But also, damn, Elvie, you got a voice too.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
Who's the next Britney Spears in the group?
Oh my god, it's like any of them. She says baby and all. Can we?
You don't have to if you don't want
I know.
to.
No pressure.
I'm sorry. I'm having brain fog. So I'm like the Baby by Brandy.
How does that go?
Like, oh my god! Please don't make me do this. Please.
This is part of the show.
Oh my god!
This is the last time you have to do this.
I know, but I like don't remember how like I can hear like the production, and I don't remember how the vocal line goes.
You got a different song?
Yes. I think it's like Baby Baby by Amy Grant, who is like now a Christian singer. It's like Baby Baby, I'm rocking with the notion.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Throw that baby back. Ribs.
Oh, Baby Got Back. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little in the middle, but
But she got much back.
got much back.
Yeah.
How about the entire bridge from You've Lost That Love and Feeling?
Mhm.
Baby, baby, baby,
Love it.
I'm begging you, please.
So
Love it.
great. So perfect.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Baby, just ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh,
Oh, what about
any song with an intentional stutter.
Well, that's all,
Baby
folks.
I always still answer the phone. Hello, baby.
Lover boy.
Shall we call it, my friends?
Yeah, let's call you my
This
friends.
is my friends.
Everybody, you can find us again. Thanks for tuning in. Bad Guys and B-Sides. Please support us on the Patreon, patreon.com/badguysbsides. We love you. We hope to see you again soon.
So who knows? Maybe next time we'll answer your questions
Ooh.
from Patreon if you sign up for the Patreon.
Exactly.
Hey.
Next episode, same cadence, right? We'll see everybody in 2 weeks with the new episode, right?
Yeah, see everybody in the next...
Episode 1 of season 2.
Ooh, we're starting a new album, as it were. It's such a good time. Anybody else? Any last words from anybody here?
Baby!
Baby!
All right, signing off.
Baby.